Now just started. So on the tabular report, what are the advantages? Basically, we can use the bucket field and record display in tabular format. And there is a filter options, and also you can schedule the report. So you can schedule it and you will get an email. You can schedule the reports, and you can print in classic mode, the print option available, export, add to campaign. Basically, this is available on lead object and contact objects. There is a row limit. You can put a row limit in the tabular format. Now, in summary, you will get all the advantages of the tabular format. And other than that, you will get additionally formula field, chart. You can add a chart and you can add it to a dashboards, and also row level grouping. Here in summary report, you can put a row level grouping. The disadvantages is there is no column level grouping and the row limit is not available. These are all the two disadvantages if you go for a summary report. So basically you can add a chart, you can create a formula field, you can add into a dashboard, and you can put a groupings. So let me show you that. Summary report, and the folder will be a customer. I just saved it. Now, first of all, I have to change it into a summary. So just edit in classic or edit in whatever it is. So if you are doing it in Lightning Experience, as soon as if you put a filter conditions, as soon as if you put a grouping, it will automatically change the report format into a summary format. If you put a one grouping, it's a summary. If you put a two grouping, it's a matrix. For giant report, you have to use this. Okay, now for grouping, what I'm going to do, I'm going to group based on the age category. So here itself, there is an options group. Automatically, it will go and added here. Row level grouping. See here, on youth, I can see 10 customers. On middle, I can see 9 customers. So basically, it grouped the record based on the rows. Now, there is options like you can add a chart. We'll see what kind of chart you are looking for, bar chart or pie chart. Like, yeah, you can put it like any charts. The stacked chart, stacked row, stacked columns like is not available. Donut chart, funnel chart, scattered chart. Yeah. So if I go for a donut, I think donut is good. Chart title.
So only these 8 charts by default.
Yeah, by default. But if you go for an analytics, you will get a lot, plenty.
Okay.
Based on the row count, based on the age category, and you can define the colors. So gray color palette, yeah.
So connecting with Tableau we'll do in this reports, or we will do it separately?
You can do separately. This is just a basic format, like connecting with the Tableau, that is separate. Same way, connecting with analytics, that is also separate. So because once if you purchase the analytics, you will get Analytics Studio, which is a separate builder. This is a standard report builder. The report builder, dashboard builder is standard. You will, if you purchase the analytics, you will get Analytics Studio, where you can go and build your dashboard reports. For Tableau, again, you will get a separate builder for that.
Okay.
Okay. So show percentage. If you want to see the percentage, show total, and the legend positions where you want to display the legend. So yeah, this is a legend. Yeah. And here also you can put a filter conditions. So runtime filter basically. Okay, save. Let me edit a little bit. Okay, now as soon as if you add another column grouping, that is matrix report. So now here, after converting into a summary format, you can see additional formula fields. See here, create a formula field. There is a bucket field. You can create a formula field. So additional formula field. These are all the formula field available only in report, not in the page layout or not in the object detail page. So whatever you are creating a formula field over here or bucket field, these are all applicable only on the report, not in the backend. So here, like you can go and create like a formulas. So I want to know like a total age, or maybe yeah, any description field or any summary. Yeah, basically number, percentage, currency, you can do it. Okay, and here also you can use the same functions. So whether all level you want to display or group level or yeah, specific groups based on the specific groups, and you can put a yeah plus minus icons. There are other functions. So because it's a number field, you will have like all these formulas like insert a formula. So customer age, it will submit basically. See, overall the sum of age for up to this, and same way here also overall sum of the age, you will get it separately. So you can add like this as a group total using the formula field, and yeah, there are other options available. Okay, now I want to see the another one more grouping, which is when this customer get created, right? So I want to know customer created weekly, monthly, yearly. So for that, what you need to do, add a created columns, created date, what you can do here, group row by this field. Okay, so just save. See here, if it's a date field, you can group it by day wise, weekly, monthly, yearly, a quarterly, yearly, or physical week. See here, this is starting by group date by calendar month. So basically on youth for January month, how many? You can see that. See here, for youth November month there are 4. On youth December month we created November 4 record, December we created 6 records. On middle age November we created 8 record, December like we created 1 record. Same way you can have like a created date by monthly or weekly or yearly, like as I showed you, like if it's a date you can have a multiple filters on that. Okay, so just I will save this. Now you will see maximum you can add a 3 grouping, not more than that. So if I edit here like this, like how many grouping column row yeah, row groupings, maximum you can add a 3 field, not more fields. Same way column grouping also, maximum you can add a 3 fields, 3 level basically, like age, customer, created date, and you can have one more. That's it. You cannot go beyond more than that. Same way column also, I will show you one column grouping. Here also you can go into the column grouping. So first I will save this, save as matrix. In matrix, the benefit is that you can do row grouping and column groupings. So if I go for a, I will do create a date over here, column grouping. So just simply edit, remove groupings, update preview option so that I will get it updated informations. I will say create a date. See here, for column grouping, you will have a, for youth, based on the date, each date, how many records? This date, this date, this date. Now again, I can go for monthly. So just save this and run the report. See here, on youth, November month, this many records. Sum of the age, this many. And how many record? 4 record. December month, sum of the age, this many. How many records? 6 records. So if you don't want sum of the age, we can remove it. So I think like a sum of the age, we put a custom formula field. So we can remove that field basically. And stacked summary, like do you want a stacked summary? We can put it, otherwise like, yeah, you'll see. Sum of the age, count, you will have a 2 columns separately. And total also finally you will get it. Sum of the age, how much, and record count, the total record count. Every month there is a count separately, and total count also there is options. So that is the benefit of having the matrix. Now if I edit this dashboard, like basically chart, you can see stacked columns. It's coming now stacked column basically. So youth, like this, like it's a basically stacked bar. Okay, so I will save this. So we created 3 report. Now the same report, if you look at the classic, see here you can see column grouping, so row grouping, and this is the column grouping. You can see it over here. So this is one table and this is the full detail. Now if you don't want to see the detail, simply you can see drop zone. So you can see, I don't want to see the record count, so untick that. I don't want to see the detail, so you can remove it. Yeah, so dropping zone, basically you can drag and drop. This is dropping zone. And there is an additional benefit, like you can use conditional highlighting. So the conditional highlighting will help you to record count is greater than between 5 to 10, this color. See here, between 0 to 5, red color, 5 to 10, this color, and 10 to above 10, this color. So you can highlight the numbers. You'll see the number get highlighted now. So that is the conditional highlightings. There is a possibility you may get a one question on the conditional highlightings in reports. Okay, so if you want to see the detail row, just click on the detail. You can see the detail rows. This is the high level and this is the detail. So I will save this. So if I go here, so again here also you can have a filter conditions, and there are like, yeah, fields, additional fields. Now within the filter conditions, there is a one more options which I would like to show you. I don't want a sum of age field. I will delete that so that like you won't get confused over here. Yeah, now only record count. That's good. Now you can add a cross filters. So from customer with activity, or customer with enrollment, or customer with vehicle, or without vehicle. Yeah, that's a cross filter. Now other thing is that whenever if you put any filter conditions, okay, if you put any filter conditions, let's say like I'm putting age greater than or equal to 0 or greater than or equal to 1, it has to display. There is options locked. So as an administrator, if you put this lock functionality, nobody can edit this lock. So the users like a manager permission or any other users, they cannot edit it. It's a locked filter. This filter, nobody can change it. So you can do that functionality basically. Okay, so there is a one additional functions future I need to show. Yeah. And the next one is join report. So which I'll show you now. I'll take the existing matrix and then I will save as a joint. I think best to create a giant report, or I can go to edit in Classic. Yeah, first I will save as this one as a giant report. Save as. Okay. So now change the report format to giant report. As soon as if you change the giant report, yeah, you may lose like some of the information, but that's fine. So you'll see here now. So there is a grouping available, and also you can see there is a one block A. So here I can see only customer address information or customer personal information. Yeah, that is a one block. So you can have another block. So on the personal information, I will put it all this. On the address information, I'm going to put it separately. So if you want to add another block, so what I can do, I will just close all this. So if you want to increase the speed, you can disable the preview. So it will be like a more speed. Okay. So what I can do, you can add a summary in this particular blog, or you can add a cross blog summaries. So let it be. I will create additional one more blog. It is not allowing to add a blog basically. So I will just create a one more blog. So which is, let's say, customer informations. Sorry. Now let's add another block. Still is not allowing me. Add a block. See here. Now here you can include additional, see, even single report, you can add an additional block also, which I'll show you. But now if you want to include a different report, let's say insurance, common field will be come from those objects. At the moment, common field is what? Owner. Owner is the common field. So here, now you have a insurance, you have a customer and you have insurance, two blocks basically. So here is the one block, here is the one block. So like that, you can have a multiple blocks. So you can add a additional one more objects if they have like a customer with vehicle. But for all this, which one is a common field? Owner ID is the common field. So based on the owner ID, you can see the informations. So run the report. This one like we used very rare, not like all the times. It's very rare. So you'll see this is the one block which is customer personal informations. Here customer insurance informations, like their insurance details and vehicle details. So at the moment, like we are not getting any informations for each customers, like based on the owner. Okay, so like that you can go ahead and create a blog. The same thing I will show you in Classic as well. Even Classic, it's easy actually. Yeah, there is some issue. So let's wait for it. The system is not able to convert in the Classic. So So, oh my goodness, I didn't save it. Okay, let's go for the classic first. Okay, change the format into giant. Now here what I can do, I don't want like all the address information, just remove this all. Or I will put another blog within the same table. I am going to create another blog. Okay. Let me remove first. Company zip. It's very difficult to put like the columns. Okay. Here, add a report type. You can go for vehicle. Or not only vehicle, you can look for any other customer with vehicles. See. So each blog you will have a separate filter conditions. Blog A, you can have a separate filter. Blog B, you can have a separate filters. Yeah. So each blog like contain different filters. So just save this. Save and run.
Is there a restriction on the number of blocks, or it can go till the number of objects that you have?
Number of different objects, like how we are putting it. There is no limit.
Okay.
But where like even if you're adding more block, like it may slow down your process. So yeah, depends on the records and depends on the object, like how many objects you are adding. You need to be a bit careful, like otherwise it will slow down the process.
Okay.
Okay. So let's see like if anything is I'm missing, and then we can go for a custom. First we finish the dashboard, then we can go for a custom report type. I think that's it. Okay, before jump into the dashboard, let's go for a custom report type. What is the benefit of having the custom report type? So now let's say if you want only the vehicle object. So now if you want to create a report on the vehicle, are you able to create a just on vehicle? You cannot create a report. Either you can create a customer with vehicle, but you want only vehicle, you cannot do it, right?
Yeah.
So these kind of things, you can go for a custom report type. So what I will do, go to setup. Custom report type. Okay, under the reports, there is a report types. There is a report snapshot is there, historical trending report snapshot, but we can go for it later, like a report snapshot, like yeah, the system will take a backup automatically. There are additional settings available. So if you want to enable the chatter. So once if you enable the chatter feature, there are some drawback. So basically snapshot. So you cannot take the screenshots and other stuff. And exclude disclaimer from formatted report. Export in Lightning experience. So basically like, yeah, if you want to exclude that formatted report, like you don't want that, you can remove that. Same way, the printable view. So on this is available only classic. Add a new custom fields to a custom report type layout. Auto add new custom fields. Again, we can automatically add it, but again, we can use the bucket filter, right? So hide embedded Salesforce classic report builder in Salesforce Lightning experience. If you don't want to see the classic report builder, like the user did do you feel like as an administrator, Do you feel like they don't want to go to the classic? So you can use that hide checkbox. So they cannot see the classic builder options. Edit in classic builder options. Now go to the report type. Here you can create a report types. So maximum 4 level you can go. So create a new report, which is vehicle, right? So we need only vehicle object. Which folder you want to store? Maybe other report I will store it. This is the store in which category. Here also in development or deployed. I will go ahead with the deploy. See here, A vehicle, and then B you can have like a vehicle with duplicate record items. And also there is no, we cannot go for further, like there is an option, like if there are any other object like a child object available, you can go for a further basically. So let's say like if you have a customer with vehicle, you can go like a multiple options. So the maximum is 4 level. So 1 A, B, C, D. So maximum you can go for 4 level. But at the moment, beyond activity, there is no sub object. That's why like we are not able to go ahead with that. And here there are 2 options. Each A record must have at least 1 B record. Yeah, A must have a 1 B. Those record only will display in the report. Or A records may or may not have a B records. It will display in the reports. So you can go for a different logic. Okay. So I don't want, if you don't like this object, like I remove it. I need at the moment only vehicle. That's fine. So just save. Now, one other things which you need to remember it. This is interview questions. So as a user, you created a custom report type and you are using it. After that, maybe like administrator or some other administrator, like another one more administrator created some additional field. Yeah, that field is not visible in the report. What is the reason? So previously you have a custom report type, but other administrator like created some custom field. After creating the custom report type, if you create any additional fields, that field is by default not visible in the report. So using this vehicle, if you create some report, the newly added field, sorry,
the report has to be refreshed, right?
No, you have to go back to the custom report type and you have to add that field into the layout.
Okay.
Basically here, like the new fields available, you need to add it. So let's say like make a model. So you have to add it like this. So after creating the custom report type, if you created any custom fields, that field is not by default is not included in the layout. You have to come back to this custom report type and you have to add it, so that that field is visible on the report builder. So if you use this custom report type like a vehicle, and if you create any reports, then you have to add the custom field in the layout, then only that field is visible on the report builder. Now if I create a new report and choose the vehicle, see here, this is a custom report type which we created. Now if you go and create a custom fields, any other custom fields, that field is not visible until you go and add a fields into the layout. Okay, so all vehicles, no filter conditions, all time. There is no vehicle. Oh my goodness. Okay, we didn't put any vehicle. Okay, that's fine. I don't want to save it. Now let's move on to the dashboard. So even in dashboard also same way, you can create a folder and a subfolder. I will create a one folder. And the dashboard also can be shared to our users. So you can share it with the users with the same permissions. Now you shared the dashboard, but you didn't share the report, means they cannot see the dashboard. You have to share the report and also you have to share the dashboard, then only they can see the dashboard. Now quickly let me create a one dashboard, which is customer dashboard. You will see here, you can add a component within the dashboard. You can add a component, which is component means basically whatever we created report. So I will go ahead with the tabular one and what chart you want. So in tabular, it will support only table chart, nothing else. You cannot choose any other chart. So I will put it here. Again, add a component, summary. See here, now you can have a different charts. Add a component, matrix. You can have a different charts. Why matrix? We don't have any. Okay, let it be. I'm going to use like a summary itself with a different format. So same report, I'm going to use different format. Okay. So like that, you can add the component, multiple component, you can add it. So let me save it. And one other thing is that for all this report, you can put a common filter. So based on the age. So age is equal to maybe like youth. So if the age greater than or less than or equal to, what is the value, like 30, put it. So add a filter, I put a one filter, save, done. Now you will see the count. This is a age, total age count. Okay, sum of age count here, like it's a format here also, the numbers like each day, like how many record we created. And there is a one filter conditions, age less than or equal to 30. I want like a filter by less than or equal to 30, and you can see only one records, few records. It get refreshed based on your filter conditions. All the report get refreshed. So you can have a common filter like this. And here again, you can create a dashboards. So you can subscribe the dashboard. Subscribe means scheduling basically. Okay. Now in Classic, we have a scheduling options. Now they change it into subscribe. Subscribe means daily basis. I need on a specific time, I need an email. So you can subscribe that. You can put like not only you can have like another users, let's say Bhaskar or different users. Okay. So you can add it like that user also in the subscription options. They will get a notifications. Daily basis or weekly on a specific day, specific time. Receive a new result by email when the dashboard is refreshed to recipient, or monthly. Okay. So like that, you can schedule it, edit, and refresh means it will refresh the data. But per minutes, you can refresh only one time, not like a multiple. You cannot refresh this dashboard more than once in a minute. So after 1 minute, definitely you can refresh it. Okay. So that's all for the dashboard. Once if you create a dashboard, I will put all. Okay. Now that dashboard we can include in the home page as well. So let me include over here, edit page. And you can publish the dashboard into your public community. Yeah. So delete the component and include the dashboard component. So if you have a more than one dashboard, you can see the options, all options here. At the moment, we have only one dashboard. So that's it. And you want to set up the height. So it will increase. Yeah. Minimum like a 200, maximum this much. So go ahead with like a 500. That's a 500 height. Yeah. So save, activate.
Sampath, is it possible to for auto refresh?
No. So whenever like if you click on the page, so if you go somewhere and it will come, it will auto refresh. Okay, that is the first thing like which you need to know. So if I go here, and if I come back, click on the page will get load automatically. So the dashboard will get refresh. But if you are viewing in the same page, if you want to put auto refresh, you have to write some custom logic. Basically, you can use small JavaScript to load this particular portion will be refreshed automatically.
Okay.
So you have to write a coding.
Without a script, it's not possible.
No, auto refresh is not possible.
Okay.
But again, why you need auto refresh? Like whenever if you want, just simply click on this, it will get auto refresh, and that's why like they give a manual refresh button over here.
No, you're giving information like it's a per minute. One time we can be able to refresh it.
Manual also you can do it one time only. Manual
Okay.
also you can do it one time, not more than that. But if you want to automate that, yes, you can use like a small piece of code. So every minute or every 5 minutes, this particular portion get refreshed automatically.
Okay, at least in the home page, it's possible to refresh automatically, or else it should be done by manual.
Not at the moment done by manually. If you need, you have to put a coding.
No, I'm asking about the main page. It's not about the dashboard.
Anywhere, main page or dashboard page, anywhere like yeah.
Okay, fine.
You have to put a script.
Okay.
So for that, I think like there are browser plugin. So we have a browser plugin. If you put a plugin, it will refresh the page every 5 minutes. So there is a browser add-on available. So once if you put that add-ons, so you can set up the refresh button like using that plugin. So this page get refreshed every 5 minutes or 2 minutes. So if you start refreshing it, again the dashboard will get refreshed automatically. So you can go for a simple tool like a refresh tool. So on the plugins extension, so there are like extension available. This is added extensions. Where is my, if you want to add a new extensions, click on the app in the web store, page refresh. So you can set up like auto refresh with a specific interval.
But Sampath, this is a third party, right? It's like
yeah, within the Salesforce, within the Salesforce is not available. If you want, you have to write a code.
Okay.
So I don't want to add this script, but again, once if you add this script, the page will get every 1 minute, 2 minutes, 8 minutes, like yeah. So whenever if you log in, if you set up that script over in this page, then this page will get refreshed every 1 minute automatically. Then accordingly you can refresh. So you can educate the users like that. Otherwise, use the developer to build a like auto refresh on the page. So by default, it's not available. I think there are like some what is that, like ideas available in forums. So like once the idea is get voted, so maybe like I can show you that developer.salesforce.com or community.salesforce.com. community.salesforce.com. No, sorry, I typed wrongly.